because if I've not struggled of what I wanted to say, with words not coming to my mouth right, I've had interruptions with stuff such as bikes whizzing in the background, which is quite annoying. But anyway, so today we are having a look at the separate locomotive. We've gone from a train pack back to separate locomotives, and it's made by Hornby, as you can see. And today we're going to be having a look at a J94. Well, it was called that late. To start with, it was known as Hornby J94 But when the ONR came in and bought some, then they were known as the J94s. But they are still called J94s now anyway. There's the reference number on the back, R2556. And this locomotive is an NCB one, which stands for National Coal Board. Well, it did, it doesn't exist anymore. And this locomotive is called Wimblebury, which is a real locomotive that's preserved on the Foxfield Steam Railway. I was lucky enough to see it once at the Chasewater Steam Gala back in 2009, I think it was. And when I saw it in real life, I was like, wow, I've got to have it in model form. Ever since I saw it, I just wanted it in model form. And I finally have it. And I'm really excited. This is the first time it's going to be opened. So, let's just get it open and see what it's like. I have seen pictures of this model on the internet, and from what I've seen, it looks stunning and smart. But what does it really look like in real life? Well, let's just see. So here's the standard Hornby box, not special. And here we have the card insert with a drawing of a J94 on it. I must point out though, that on the drawing we have an extended bunker and a ladder at the back there. Now this is a bit misleading because Wimblebury doesn't have an extended bunker. J94s only got them when they were bought by the LNER. But you know. Then we have the instructions for the locomotive, which it's practically the usual stuff. You're not unfamiliar with them unless you're new to the hobby, but there you go. So here's the locomotive. Oh, what's this? Yeah, it's just a bit of paper for messenger models, which is where I bought this locomotive from. And there she is, wrapped up in tissue paper. So all we've got to do now is to push our finger through the back of the hole and get her out. Well, actually we'll have to grab it from the frames because it doesn't want to play. Oh wow, look at her. It's going to be a bit tricky to hold it because I'm kneeling down behind the camera, so I'm going to do the best I can with it. Okay, well first of all you have to excuse the little marks on the model. Let's just brush them off, being very careful to not snap any of the superfine detailing off. Okay, I probably haven't dusted off the best, but I'll wash most of them off later. But wow, where do we start? Well, first of all, we have sprung metal buffers on the front and the back, which is a nice touch. Also on both rear buffer beams we have riveting and a little hook as well, so you could probably put a chain link coupling on that by taking the coupling, by taking the screws out. Or you could take both couplings out to put chain link couplings on, if you want. We also have lamp irons there on the front. The wheels, they are just a lovely blue, with the red side rods. Look at how many handrails you get. You get a little handrail on the front there. You get two that run on the side of the locomotive, which are fragile, be careful with them. You get some that run diagonal down the saddle tank there, And also you get two small ones on the top there. Plus you get some along the bottom underneath the saddle tank and some little ones down here. Also on this side you get the reversing lever there, which I will not talk about because I've already explained it in a previous review. We also have some detailing on the side there and steps on the cab as well. Well, under the locomotive frame, should I say. The blue livery is accurate, just look at it. And there's the nameplate, which say Wimblebury. And the lining, just look at that. It runs alongside the saddle tank on the bottom of the frames, round the cab, on the back of the bunker, and on the front there. That is spot on. And also the little handles there in the front of the smoke box are painted. You also get riveting on the smoke box there as well. The funnel is very nice. The cab is very nice as well. There's a vent at the top which doesn't open, but at least it's there. There's also whistle and safety bells there on the top. There is also glazing in the cab there. We also have a number 7 on the side of the cab and some handrails there. We also have another plate here as well, which says, looks like it says 1952 in it, I can't say what else it says on it. We also have riveting on the cab as well. We also have NCB written on the side there. And there's also another plate there which says Leeds. And also inside the cab there is cab detailing. It's not painted, but at least it's there. And also there's space for a crew in there as well. And on the back of the bunker we have some more lamp irons there. And we have some authentic coal in the bunker. And it looks like you can put real stuff in there as well. You can just put glue on there and just scatter it on the top. But wow. And also she's very heavy. She's very heavy. For just a large saddle tank, it's very heavy. And that's, I think, is because, looking at the instructions, there was a weight that was the shape of the boiler. I also have two J94s. I have one that's black, with 68074 on the side of the saddle tank, and it has the extended bunker. This one doesn't have the extended bunker. And I feel like that is interesting, it spices things up a bit. But wow, just look at the detailing on it. Can you see it all? Why haven't you got one already? And also, if you haven't got one, why not get one? Because they're just really marvellous locomotives. This is a quality model. But anyway, I've said enough now. All we need to do is to put it on the tracks and see what it runs like. Right, so here we are at the test track, which I will point out, it may look slightly different than when you saw it as last time. Also, the walls in the background have now got wallpaper on, ready to be painted. But that's not important right now, let's get Wimblebury on the track. And that didn't take very long. Okay, so she's on. I think. Yep, she's on. So now what we need to do is give her some juice. And wow, look at her go. She's coping well. let's just make it go a little bit quicker. And there she goes, like a bat out of hell. Well, what is there left to say about her? Smooth running. Such a lovely blue colour and lots of detail. She's just an exquisite model. I just can't fault her. She's definitely like the real thing. I think this one deserves a 9 out of 10. Right, so that's all I have time for today in this review. I'll see you soon, and I'll thank you for watching this video of Wimblebury. It's just a shame I have no wagons up here at the moment for her to pull.